Hey, welcome back everybody. This is me, Joe, from Gaveta Rock Network. Today I have a new special guest from Mississippi, the blues band Mississippi Heat. For me, a special honor to stay with them. Pierre, Cheryl, Javier, and Pepe Reyes. Because tomorrow is a great special show from Mississippi Heat in Mexico City. For me, it's an honor. Thank you so much, Mexico City. Welcome to Mexico City. And well, the first question is about what is the concept of Mississippi Heat, the sound, the group, the band. What is?
So what is Mississippi Heat? Well, we are very respectful to the older blues music, and we are influenced and we want to be influenced by the past, by our past history, by the culture. We add our own touch, that is Cheryl's, that is mine. So we try to be fresh, but not disrespectful of the past. So we are very much into a language, the blues language, alphabet language in blues, but we add our own interpretation of a very strong roots. That's who we are.
So, was born in Mississippi Heat in 1992. This is the special year for the band. In the Lura Cafe, it's a very place,
Say it again, please.
Cafe Lura.
Café Lura, yeah.
Cafe Lura. It's
That's
a very special
Yes.
place for
Yes.
Mississippi Heat.
Yes.
Tell me about this moment.
So I was playing, and I was looking for places to jam and to know musicians. I had lived in Montreal, Canada for a while, so I was looking for blues musicians. So at Café Lura, a friend of mine invited me to play with him, John McDonald. And at that show was Robert Covington and Bob Strozier, and we liked each other so much, and the music, it was very dynamic, and we decided, my brother Michel, I have a brother Michel who was in the audience, who was very excited. He said, Pierre, let's do something. So he talked to the band, and they said yes, and that's how we started. Cheryl came much later, but it's a joy to have, and an honor to have Cheryl. At the time, Cheryl was not with us yet.
Cheryl, tell me what you feel in this moment. You stay here in Mexico City it's your first time in Mexico City?
Yes.
What do you feel in this moment?
What do I feel in this moment? I feel excitement.
Okay.
I feel like we are really actually keeping the blues alive, which is very important. And we're sharing the blues with not only the old but the young, the new and the old together. They're coming together at many of the shows, and they're dancing, and they're really enjoying the blues. And some say, I didn't know what the blues was. Now I know, and I love the blues. And that's what we want. And I'm just feeling joy being here in Mexico and having traveled around Mexico now. It's just phenomenal how the music carries or puts us together. How the music brings us together. And the blues is from the heart. So what's from the heart reaches the heart. And I believe that if we sing the blues and play the blues from our heart, then nothing can stop the blues, and the blues will forever continue. And I just feel happiness and joy in this moment.
Okay, so tell me about the history in Mississippi Heat. You've had a great trajectory, great history with this band, and the blues sound in today compared with the blues sound in the past. What do you think? The emotion, the lyric, the sounds. Yes, the blues changed about the history, the evolution.
Well, when you go into the history, you say the revolution. The blues is what brought us out of slavery. The blues is what helped us communicate to one another when we were picking cotton and we couldn't communicate. When you sing a blues song, it's communication. It's the language of slavery. Is really what it was, and it allowed us to really become free. Because we couldn't talk,
Right.
but we could sing.
Yes.
So in that, with Pierre, having been with Pierre for now I think 2 or 3 years, it has been phenomenal. His harp playing is unmatched, and you can feel, when you can feel the music and you can feel the person singing and playing, it makes a world of difference. So we don't remove anything from the history, we just build upon it, but we don't make our blues country or rock. It's the blues. So we keep it to the level that it was presented to us. And being with Pierre and the band, Mississippi Heat, we bring on the heat with the blues. Who would have thought of someone from Belgium, Pierre Lecoq, would have a band called Mississippi Heat, where Mississippi is the Delta, where the blues originated, really.
Okay.
You know, with B.B. King. What? How many of them were from Mississippi? Robert Johnson. And I sing a song by Robert Johnson. I recorded that for the Delmark label, and it's called "Live Every Day of Your Life Like It's Your Last." That was my first single on the Delmark label. Robert Johnson wrote the song, recorded the song, and unfortunately he passed at the right young age of 93 years young. So we have been, what do you call it? We have been, we've been given the task to carry on the legacy of so many artists who live this music every day of their life until they couldn't anymore. And that's what it means to me. And then being with Pierre, I get to do that. And having my own band and doing my own, like I was on tour with Emiliano Ramirez Band, and we did several places here in Mexico City, La Paz, Pueblo, Zacatecas, so many different, and it's just been a joy to see people who didn't know what the blues was come out and really get into it and say, oh, I love this. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to keep the blues alive and take it to every nationality that we can, every nation that we can.
In 1992, the first single, Straight from the Heart.
Straight from the heart.
Straight from the Heart. And the most important song in this album is Heartbroken.
Heartbroken, yes.
What is the message about the song?
So, Heartbroken is about a friend that I met, a blues man who played bass actually. He was a singer, Sonny Wimberly, who played with Muddy Waters. He was part of the Muddy Waters band for a while. And he welcomed me with an open arm, like Cheryl said, I'm from Belgium, I'm from nowhere. And yet, this music is my home. So this is the beauty about blues. It's about life, and it's true, it's about suffering. It's true, it comes from slavery. And yet the fantastic message, the beauty of this music, if I can say, is about life. It's about existence, it's about being alive. I'm a Belgian, I don't sing, I have a French accent, and yet I've never been rejected by the blues community.
You sing with your heart.
I sing with my harmonica, with my heart. And I love what Cheryl said is the honesty. You can play classical music without putting your heart, and you can put your heart into classical music. It's going to sound so beautiful. Now this lady here sings beautifully because it's not just singing, it's from the heart. And she's a team player. Cheryl, you are a team player. And the record we did together, Mississippi's record, where she is featured, is phenomenal. She kept working to make it the best delivery, which I cannot ask. She's the one that says, "Okay, Pierre, let's keep going. Let's go. I can do better." And that's the way I look at myself too. So we have a lot in common, even though we're from different countries, really. Different roots.
Yeah.
But to me, blues is home. It literally home. It's like I had a rough life, and reading blues for me made me feel I had fun with family.
Okay, 14 albums in all discography around Mr. Head. You don't know?
14 albums.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, this is a new album, Don't Look Back. Yes, it's a new album. In these 14 albums, about all the trajectory and the Mississippi Head, you have too much songs. You have too much songs. All songs is very important. It's beautiful songs. But for you here and for you, Cheryl, what is so much important about for you?
For me, I love the creativity, my excitement, and I have to thank God because tomorrow, I always say tomorrow it may be gone. I cannot control creativity. So I'm always appreciative to God. I say thank you. And it's been lasting a long time, but I don't know tomorrow. But for me, my joy besides performing together, I am happy when Cheryl is with me. I am very happy when Cheryl is with me. I'll tell her that too. You know, so we have a bond and we have a dynamic. But so for me, creativity is what gives me the joy. I like writing songs, but I love the challenge of putting something from chaos to meaning. That's my excitement. One of them.
Sharon.
You can tell in this song, in CD number 14, Don't Look Back. If you listen to a lot of the lyrics, he's been through a lot, and he writes all the songs. He wrote all the songs on this particular album, and it's a song that I really love. I love a lot of the songs, and this song says, "You ain't the only one."
Yes.
And it goes deep. It tells people, listen, you're not alone. When you think you ain't cool, when you think you act like you seem like a fool, don't worry, you're not the only one. When things happen to you, you're not the only one it's happened to. And that's what this music is about. It's about helping you use the music to get over a mountain that you might be having trouble climbing. And when you hear songs like You Ain't the Only One, it tells you I can make it. I'm not alone. You know, I am enough. I'm not alone out here. This didn't just happen to me, it happened to somebody else too. And a lot of the songs are written that way. They go extremely deep, chomping at the bit. When COVID hit and you didn't have, people were worried about money and how to live. And the song says, I'm chomping at the bit. Because chomping at the bit is like, I'm nervous. What am I going to do? How am I going to make it? You know, and that's, COVID checks stopped coming, savings are low, bad times are looming, nowhere to go. I'm chomping. Yes, I'm chomping at the bit. You know, because I don't know what to do. Lord, I'm losing my grip. And then that helps people be able to hold on. So when we write lyrics not only from our heart, but from the soul. This thing they got now, and call me old school, call me what you want. But when I listen to songs by AI, you know, that artist is not being created. The computer is being created. You didn't sit down with 5 band members, write out these charts. You didn't stay up at night with songs in your mind. It didn't wake you up at 3, 4 in the morning with songs on your mind. Oh, I got to get up now and write this down. You know, I look at Michael Jackson when he said that it was a song that he was going to do, and they said, well, why are you trying to do it now? Well, if I don't do it now, God will give it to Prince.
Yes.
Prince will do it. Come on. So, you know, that was the mindset. When you wake up with a song on your mind, you got to get up and write it down. Because it may not, when you wake up again, it may not be there.
Exactly.
So that's why he just, like Michael Jackson, he was somewhat suffering. He wanted 8 hours of sleep. You know why? Because the music constantly runs in your mind. Like me, I have to sleep with the TV on. If I don't sleep with the TV on, my mind runs and the music won't stop. And I won't get sleep. So AI, they can say what they want about AI, but AI is not delivering from the heart. AI is just putting in the music that he's heard from all over the world, catching what, you know what I'm saying? It's just catching what's already there and putting it in a song.
It's artificial.
It's
Don't have a
artificial,
chord.
right? It
Don't
may
have
have
a
a
mic.
beat.
Great.
It may have a beat, and the kids are going crazy over the beat and the groove, but it's not the same as putting your heart into it and sitting there. And Pierre's been up, like we'll be on the road. He drives to Canada. He drives us different places. Every now and then we may help drive. This man drives us for 20 hours. And then we don't know if he's resting in his room or if he's up writing a song. Because that's
I don't know.
Pierre. And sometimes, you know, we all have a tendency to do that. But you were asking me how do we feel about the music from yesterday versus the music today. The music today is people are being cheated. Because now you got AI. So who's making money off of the AI? Here's another way to cut out the artist in the industry. And people are not seeing this. This is a way to cut out your musicians. But here's another thing. When they record those songs on AI, most of us know that if we didn't tour, we wouldn't make money. Spotify is not paying us like that. The record label can't pay us like it used to or like that. So we make money by touring. If you're doing a song on AI and you can't sing, how are you going to tour? You know what? You're going to use a track in the back and you're going to lip sync. What's the heart in that? Where is the love coming from in that? So if anybody wants to, you know, if you wanna talk to me, talk to me. If you wanna tell me how to accept AI, tell me how to accept AI. But I think what comes from the heart reaches the heart. And it's not about just mechanical music. It's about what did you go through to write this?
Yeah.
What did you go through? What did that bass player do? What creativity? AI cuts out all the creativity. What did that guitar player do? We got a guitar player, Giles Corey. Oh my God, he's a beast, and he can play. And when he strums a chord, you feel it.
Yes.
All AI is doing is gathering what we've already put out there and taking from that and mixing it together. It's not like that man sat down and created that lick all on his own. So, in answering your question, listening to the electronic stuff, it's a little disheartening. And the way people are trying to accept it and put it in the groove, it's a little disheartening. Because there are so many musicians that are going to be out of work. You know, they already put cashiers out of work with the electronic cashier machine. So it's like you're stopping a human from being creative. And everybody thinks, oh, this is the way to go. No, you need to stand for something. Everything should not be electronic.
It's very pretty. It's a beautiful at first, you know. So, wow, look at the singer. But it's a robbery. I think there is a theme of robbery in the sense that we need to travel. First of all, we love what we do.
Yes.
This is not a hobby. It's like we feel like it's a happy thing, but there's a high price to pay to be a musician. There's family, there's money concerns. I mean, Cheryl is a band leader. I am as well, and so we need to travel also because we love it. Like we in Mexico City, this is amazing. It's just we are so happy to be here, but there's also a long list of price to pay to be a professional musician. And this beautiful AI is really beautiful. I am attracted. Who is this? And then I see AI. Oh, okay. Because we need to live. We need to you know, it's a robbery in a way. That's part of the concern.
Absolutely. Okay, final question. The new album, Don't Look Back. How about the productions, about the songs, about the time? How make you do it? The Look Back. How do you make?
How we made it? There are many stages. It's like writing a book. There are quite a few chapters before we get to actually rehearse. And before we rehearse, I always talk to Cheryl. We meet alone. so she can look at the lyrics. I have somebody else who read the lyrics also to give me a feedback before I even talk to Cheryl, because I want to be respectful. I don't want to give her bad lyrics or lyric. So I go to her, and Cheryl would also tell me, no, let's change this, which is good and cool. So it's a long process. It starts with nothing, but it starts with the mood. With the mood. I tend to be non-verbal. So yeah, with words, but I start with a feeling, and sometimes I listen to a song and I hear one section of that song, even if it's a turn around, ooh, I can do something with it. I get excited, like Cheryl said, I get up in the middle of the night sometimes because I have ideas. So it's when we do a record like this one, I want variety. I don't want the same tempo, the same kind of lyrics, the same, kind of same thing. I like variety. Like, the only one is uplifting, even though it's about sad stuff.
Yeah.
Very sad. But we've been there. We've been there. It's not something like we don't know. It's something we know. And obviously, blues music knows about this emotion, and worse, because I've never been asleep.
Right,
but the pain and the disgusting rejection and demeaning and racism and all of that is disgusting. I didn't experience that, but I did experience the wish to die as a young boy, as a young adolescent. I experienced that. Am I going to live? Am I not going to? I experienced that personally. So, and I made it, thanks to God, thanks to people loving me, reminding me, Pierre, you're not alone. So in many ways that story resonates also in us because, Cheryl too has things to say.
Sharing about the new album, Don't Look Back, what are you feeling, what you experience, what have you sung before, and the new album? Tell me about this new album.
I think the new album is simply marvelous. It's well thought out. It is well produced. Michael Freeman was the producer, and he's a Class A top-notch producer.
Amazing.
And
Michael
we work
Freeman.
well together, and it's really all in me listening to what they say and doing what they say. But again, many of the songs, they're just so heartfelt, and they fit. They fit today. More than anything, the song, like he was saying, he just said, don't look back, and the one we just talked about, you ain't the only one. Do you think you ain't cool, or believe that you are a fool? Are you barely holding on, stuck in a life that's all gone wrong? Well, you ain't, how you doing? No, the only one feeling this way. Come see us tomorrow night at La View, VIP. You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one. No, you ain't only one. You ain't the only one. No, you ain't. No, the only one feeling this way. You see how deep that song is?
Wow.
It's there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I love it. I love his music. I do. I write my own music, and I love his music. I love it.
I'm a fan.
I just love what we do. I love bringing people together. I love putting a smile on people's face. In the audience, you never know what somebody's going through. But my motto is, if I can put a smile on your face for 1 minute, 2 minutes, an hour, or 2 hours straight, that's what I'm going to do, because I don't know what you have to go back on to. So I think that's my job. That's what I was put here for, and that's why I love making this music with you, Pierre. I appreciate you for all that you do, and I appreciate this #1 album.
Yes.
Don't Look Back.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
For me, it's an honor to stay with them. Great persons, great artists.
Thank you.
Well, for me, it's an honor.
Thank you.
And see you tomorrow.
Yes,
in
Joe.
this show. Great show.
Thank you.
So welcome to Mexico City.
Thank you so
And
much.
thank you for this interview.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us,
Absolutely,
Pepe.
Joe. Nice to meet you.
Ok amigos, bueno pues ya saben, Mississippi Hit se presenta el día de mañana en el VIP, ahí para que estén atentos, sobre todo la parte de las entradas que todavía tenemos ahí. Vayan a ver un gran show, gran música, Mississippi Hit, una banda legendaria con gran trayectoria, y pues obviamente el blues es el origen de lo que todos estamos escuchando como sería el rock and roll. De ahí viene la parte de lo que es el origen, el manantial de lo que hoy conocemos y de lo que realmente las vertientes musicales de rock and roll se han dado, pero el blues es la esencia, el blues es el origen de toda la música y sobre todo grandes artistas como Mississippi Hit. Y pues bueno, por último, señor Pepe Reyes,
No, hombre. Gracias.
platícanos qué se siente estar al lado de estos grandes artistas, de traerlos aquí a México. ¿Qué esperamos el día de mañana?
¿Qué esperamos el día de mañana? Mañana mucho blues de calidad de pie. Una persona que amo, lo aprecio. 10 años tiene que nos conocemos. 10 años. Shirley, una dama maravillosa, con una excelente voz. La Rambla, una banda mexicana que mis respetos. Los Juxons van a tocar. La gente puede ir todavía, va a ser el Doctor La Vista número 190 en la colonia Doctores a las 8 de la noche. Pueden adquirir su boleto.
Ok.
Ahí con nosotros, los vamos a estar esperando. No se van a arrepentir porque para que vuelvan a venir a México
Sí.
va a estar cañón. Bueno,
Very
no
soon,
ser que
very
nosotros.
soon. Very soon. Come back.
Thank you.
Mexico City.
Muchas
Yes, look
gracias.
forward to it. Yes.
Very soon. Decirles que adquieran su CD, Don't Look Back, que está
Ahí está Don't Look Back, the new album.
con una calidad,
Sí.
calidad, como ya no los hacen actualmente.
Wow.
Bueno, pues, todo.
Don't Broke City. Careful, careful. Okay.
Y aquí aparece Pierna Cosa,
Sí.
Oh, wow.
en armónica.
Beautiful.
Todo un arte de portada.
Beautiful.
Y aquí vienen los dos, Shirley, Pierna.
Yes.
All right, Charlotte.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Están en mi corazón.
Gracias.
Javier, al lado de estos artistas, acompañados de esta gira, ¿cómo te sientes el día de hoy?
Pues más que nada es un honor. Yo prácticamente estoy dentro del equipo de Pepe Reyes, soy parte de Radio Musa, soy parte de ese fenómeno que está a punto de iniciar. Tengo una pequeña participación mañana con ellos también durante el concierto. Gracias a Pierre por la invitación a tocar con ellos y sobre todo también a Cheryl que está de visita. Más que nada es blues 100% desde la raíz. Yo soy mexicano, soy criado en Nueva Orleans.
Okay.
También sé lo que es desde chico todo este asunto. Entiendo lo que dice Cheryl, entiendo lo que dice Pierre, es desde el corazón, pero más que desde el corazón es desde el alma lo que uno tiene que transmitir. Y como dice Cheryl, si es una sonrisa la que te tengo que sacar, pues eso es lo que voy a tratar de hacer toda la noche, ¿no? Y sobre todo que te vayas con ese mensaje positivo del blues, que dirían por ahí es el papá de los pollitos de la música, ¿no?
Exacto.
Así es.
Ok, bueno, pues ya lo saben, el día de mañana en el VIP, ahí en la colonia de Doctores, va a presentar Mississippi Hit con este gran proyecto y su nuevo álbum, se llama Don't Look Back. Y pues obviamente con bandas invitadas como sería Ramblas, como sería Juxons, que ya tuvimos igual la oportunidad de escucharlos, de entrevistarlos, y pues son un gran talento nacional, y que mejor acompañados por Mississippi Hit.
Oye, mi querido Joey,
Sí.
un favor. Agradecer aquí a la cafetería
Sí.
que nos hizo el favor de darnos hospedaje para la entrevista.
Claro, claro, igual agradecerles a Cafetería Mil, y pues bueno, pues aquí con todos ustedes, señor Pepe Reyes, Cheryl, Pierre, Javier, un gusto conocerlos.
Gracias.
Y pues, el día de mañana.
Joe,
See you tomorrow.
Joe, 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 Joe.